So after my last video where I showed everyone how to properly eat a Kit Kat, I thought the only good way to follow it up was by finally showing you I will no longer, this should have happened like in April of this year, May, but finally I will no longer be driving this old Ford, this boat of a car. It's very big, but very spacious. And from now on, driving this 2014 Sonata hybrid. So that's going to be really fuel efficient. It has a lot of the same bells and whistles as the Ford, but just a lot newer. What I'm really going to get used to is, what I'm really going to have to get used to is just how much, frick. I lost my train of thought. I do this all the time. I'm really good at it. Just how easily it breaks. It breaks much faster than the Ford, obviously, because, you know, that's a Ford 500 from 2006. I thought it was from 2007. I was wrong. And this is a 2014 Sonata. But yeah, it was essentially a birthday present from my grandfather, and I'm very thankful. It's a very nice car. And we had finally gotten the title a few weeks ago. It took my grandfather a while to work that out because he lost the original title. I guess he didn't keep it in his car, and so he like tried to jump through a bunch of hoops and it just didn't work. So he just ended up going through the DMV because he said he had some guy that would help him out. Like he's one of those old grandpas, one of those old guys. Like, hey, I know a guy who can help me with this. But it just wasn't worth it. He ended up just going to DMV, and that took about a week. So, as opposed to the probably 3-4 months that it took him to try and do it his way. So, yeah, it's been absolutely crazy, but glad to have it. And we, of course, need to get it inspected, and we did. And, you know, I think they did like an adjustment on an air filter or something. I don't know. I'm not a car linguist. And it seemed like everything was alright, but then I hopped in after the inspection, and the air conditioning was blowing out hot air, and it would not get any cooler. And it was blowing out actual hot air. Like, the air was hotter than what it was outside. And mind you, it was like an 80-degree day. So, that sucked. So, yesterday, I sent it back into the shop, and they just recharged the air conditioning system, and it's working now. So I will finally be driving this tomorrow, tomorrow will be Friday, so my last day of the week to work. As well, my older brother Caleb is actually going to be working for the same company as me, Superior, which we've been talking about him working there for a while because he's been working at FedEx, and he's just been fed up. With management and just how hard the work has been lately. So glad to be driving that. And next week he will be, not next week, the week after, he'll be working at my place. So a lot going on, I guess. Anyway, until next time, goodbye.